Hi guys, and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Daniel M. And today, for the final game of our store tournament, I am joined by Rebecca Gillard. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi.
You unfortunately today on this day had just missed out on the cut from some absolutely tremendous play on the day, so that was quite unfortunate to see.
Yeah, I was a bit gutted.
Yeah.
5 out of the, this player's just missing out on the 4th, so that was annoying. But never mind. Got to go to the pub.
Well, yeah, there's always the advantage of getting to go to the pub. But the deck you took on the day was quite interesting. You took Martel, was it Lords of the Crossing?
No, it was Tyrell.
Tyrell, sorry, that's what I meant.
Lords of the Crossing.
Yeah.
But it was actually a jumping wildling deck. So it worked pretty well on the Northampton School Championship, but then didn't work quite so well at the regional last weekend. So
I think part of the reason it worked so well at Northampton Regional was the fact you managed to naval superiority 2 games in a row and hit. I think they were quite impactful turns.
Yeah, it's always fun to naval a trading.
Just a little bit. So today we've got on the left-hand side Alex O'Fee playing his Barra Lion, and on the right-hand side we have got Joel Pearson playing Martel Lion. And Joel just showing off an interesting starting hand. It's quite nice to have a triplicate of a character in your starting hand, but Arian's not the one you want to dupe.
No.
So just looking at these house cards and agendas, who do you think's got the advantage in this matchup?
Well, I know that they played earlier in the day, and I'm pretty sure Alex won that game. He's got the advantage because he knows that Joel is running naval, so he can sort of tech against that a bit. So, I don't know.
Yes.
Alex may have the advantage having already had a win, but then he did say that Joel didn't get out of a lot of his poison events early on in that first game, so if Joel can get poison events out in this one, he could have the advantage there. It just depends on the draw, really.
That targeted kill is going to be really impactful in this game if he can get it off. That lion banner for the Barra player really does help him defend against that. Gives him those more intrigue icons. However, if he can get Nymeria out, there's not going to be much Alex can do about it.
Yeah, exactly. Nymeria is a pain in the bottom.
So, looking at setup, and it's not too dissimilar on both sides. Both got Tyrion. Got a King's Road for Joel and a Martel Reducer. And on Alex's side, we've got Crescent along with Tyrion and Rose Road.
Oh, is that a Rose Road? I wondered what that was.
Yeah.
So,
as you were saying, I was commentating on some of Joel's other games that you lot will have already seen, but we saw him hit very spectacularly with a naval in a huge comeback swing from a quite unfortunate setup on his side. So he obviously knows how to play it well. We'll see if he hits it in this game.
I think Alex is really lucky that he's got that Crescent out so early. Obviously, Martel does have a lot of attachments and they can have a lot of negative effects in the game, so with Crescent out, hopefully he'll have a bit more control over those attachments.
Yeah, I think that that Crescent there on the table is going to really invalidate a lot of Joel's icon control attachments if he's running them. And also if he's running Milk, it's going to really make his job a little bit more difficult. I remember I deliberately tried not to watch too much of this game. But I remember it looking like it was going to go for a really long time, and it got to the end and it was over in a second. It happened so quickly at the end there. So Barra opening with their traditional kind of opening pot, calm over Westeros, just something to allow them to solidify on the first turn. I know a lot of people call military with their calm, and it looks like Alex has there. But I often find myself wanting to call intrigue more than anything else.
Yeah, that first turn you've got a handful of cards, so sometimes it's good to call intrigue, especially if you've got anything good. So looking at Alex's hand now, I can't see anything. Oh dear.
That is.
Oh no. Okay.
Just as you were saying, he's got that Tears of List that's really going to put the screws on.
Yeah, didn't you have 2 then?
Yeah, 2 Tears of List and a Nymeria.
Oh dear.
So
long then.
Yeah, unfortunately, that might spell the end. He does have the King's Road and the 4 gold from the long plan, and obviously the Martel Reducer, so he's going to be able to get Nymeria out without even using the King's Road. But we'll see what he chooses to do.
Mm.
We've got a Jamie there for Alex. Yeah, the glare's quite bad. You have to kind of
Yeah, you know what, you've complained about the
infer.
before, but the glare really is a pain in the bum.
Yeah. And a red cloaks. So he's got some more chud down there. He's got himself some military icons he probably wanted. Got a bit of renown, so he's going to get some power grab going there. So that's a good marshalling, I think, for Alex.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice setup, especially as his first player, so Jamie doesn't have to kneel for that first challenge.
Yeah, very nice. So we've got another Martel Reducer going to be used. I'm assuming it's going to be Nymeria that comes into play. I'd almost like to see him use the King's Road to get Nymeria in, so he's got the money. Oh, it's not. It's a green blood trader, so he's just getting some card draw for now.
What's he got? Oh, Alex, it was too fast.
I know. It's thank you very much, Alex, for trying to show us your hand, but that was very quick.
It looks like he's got quite a lot of economy in hand.
Fiery followers. What? It looks like a Kingswood, but I'm not entirely sure. He's got a Stannis there as well. And there we see Nymeria
She is.
using the King's Road.
Save one, do you reckon?
Save that one for the tiers, absolutely.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, another King's Road.
Yeah.
Setting
But
himself...
then, what's his plot? Is that long plan?
Yeah,
That's where he gets gold for losing, isn't it?
yeah. So
So
obviously...
he only needs to lose one challenge and he can get that gold for the tiers then, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And because he's got the King's Road down now, it means that he doesn't necessarily need to save all the gold from the long plan to try and play things out next turn, because he's got that economy there ready for him.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, okay, so Nymeria taken Tyrion's intrigue icon. I suppose there's a debate whether you want to try and kill Tyrion or whether you want to kill Jaime. I suppose Tyrion is probably the right call early on. Get rid of that economy and the tricks, prevent them, and then you can kill Jaime later.
Yeah. We can see where this is going to go already, though, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tyrion's lost his intrigue icon.
The
2 tiers in hand.
Oh, and yeah, the other reason you're obviously taking Tyrion's intrigue icon is because he's got stealth, so it means you can, if Jaime is left standing, you can stealth by him. Whereas if you take Jaime's intrigue icon, you can't stealth by the Tyrion, so he's going to be able to get through that intrigue challenge even more easily.
Yeah, that's very true.
So it's going to be a military challenge with Jaime.
Yeah.
Joel going to kill the little chud. Obviously getting that 1 gold, which unfortunately Alex doesn't realise is going to spell his doom here a little bit. But there's always that trouble of knowing something's going to happen, but trying not to be paralysed by it.
Yeah. Although, in all fairness, the luck of getting Nymeria in 2 tiers in the first turn.
That's...
Especially because Alex said he didn't see any of the tiers in the first game against Joel. So, for all Alex knows, Joel's not even running it.
No. I think one of the interesting things about this Martel line deck in general is it's not actually that strong in terms of military icons. It doesn't go all out on the military, but what it does do is it has a lot of kill between Ill and Pain, Tears, and Tyene. It's just going to kill your board, even just through the intrigue challenges, which is quite a oppressive thing to try and deal with.
Yeah. There you go. Looks like he's stealthing past Jaime for the intrigue. Collecting the 2 gold.
Boosting the red cloak's strength. But it's not.
Oh, here it comes.
And there's Tears are loose.
Yeah.
Is he killing Crescent?
I don't know. That's what it looked like.
He maybe wants to try and get rid of that attachment control so he can start playing out some of his icon removers.
Yeah. I guess we'll see which one he kills at the end of the turn when the character dies.
Intrigue claim was...
Looks like he was saying Crescent.
Yeah, it did. Intraclaim was just a little Dragonstone port, so... Oh no, it was Tyrion.
Yeah.
I was going to say...
An interesting choice.
Unless you've got a hand that is literally like 2 imprisoned, 2 condemned, and an attainted, I will be questioning that decision. So obviously Joel managing to hold on to some gold there from that round, using the long plan, moving into the next round, and going to be going into plots. What do you think we're going to see plot-wise?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. It doesn't look like Alex has got anything big to put out at the moment, from what I can see of his hand. So he's not really going to need economy. So maybe something that's a bit more controlling.
I thought I'd seen a Stannis in his hand, but I can't see it now. I think he's from Joel. I'd be tempted to use Naval now. You've had that first turn. Oh, first snow. Okay, that's interesting. Obviously, Joel's thinking with the current board state he's going to be left with Tyrion and Nymeria. He can take the military icon off Jaime, potentially kill Jaime this turn, depending on what else Alex gets out. He's obviously got that Tears as well in hand, so he's going to be able to apply a lot of pressure this turn. And Alex is not going to be able to do anything with... Crescent's going to come back to hand, but he can still use Crescent in the marshalling phase. So Joel still can't do anything with his attachments.
A good thing as well is the Green Blood Trader will come back to hand for Joel, so you can play that out to get more cards next turn.
Yeah, I think that's a really lovely interaction with that Green Blood Trader. It just makes them even better. They're an amazing card as it is, but that first snow turn just makes them absolutely lovely.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see the economy plot from Alex. Maybe we missed something that was in his hand, but it didn't look like he had a lot in there.
Maybe he does have a Stannis, and I just missed it in the second time. I thought, at the beginning of the game when I saw his hand, I thought I saw Stannis there. But unfortunately, getting Stannis out isn't going to help him too much. Well, it means he'd be able to defend against the military challenge, because Nymeria can only take one person's icon, then you can defend with the other person. Alex is going first as well, so he's going to be able to apply some pressure on that first no turn by doing that. He's got Davos and the King's Road, so he's got lots of economy there.
Yeah, considering he lost an economy card as well in that last intrigue challenge. Who's that? That's just come out.
I'm pretty sure that was the Davos there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the card you really want on the first no turn, because he can die and just come back to your hand. We can see...
I can't see the Stannis, you know?
No, neither can I. I can only see Shireen and Fiery Followers and then some attachments and locations. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I didn't see it. So Joel getting his money. Looks like he's got 5 there. Plus he's got the King's Road. So he's got... If he's got something big in his hand, he's going to be able to get it out this turn. Obviously debating how he's going to spend that money.
Yeah.
Oh, getting Arianne out. Very nice. She's lovely on her first snow turn. That kind of extra utility of being able to get her out, use her, and then jump someone else back in is really nice.
The fun thing with her as well is, like, if Alex is to win a military challenge, he can just bump Arianne back to hand and put in a little chud to kill off.
Absolutely.
So, quite nice for that.
In Dave Bamford's Martel Wolf deck, one of the things I know he's quite fond of doing is bringing Arianne back to hand to put Arya in on a first snow turn. Because obviously Arya comes in when she comes into play. It's not when she's marshalled, it's when she comes into play. She gets the dupe. So you put her into play using Arianne, she gets the dupe, and then you can claim the dupe. And you've still got Arya. Very nice little interaction there.
Didn't realise that worked like that as well. It's quite cool.
It's because it's a come into play effect rather than a
rather than a marshalling effect.
So into the challenges phase. Alex's board looking a little bit sad there with just Davos and Jaime, as opposed to that wall of kind of mid-range characters he's facing up against.
It looks like he's saving 3 gold there, though.
Yeah.
I think I spotted a Widow's Wail in hand, so that might help when it comes across the military challenge.
My imagining is maybe we're going to see a Widow's Wail and hopefully maybe a Burned Men.
That would be nice. Yeah, I can definitely see Widow's Wail in hand.
I don't think I can see a burned men, but that's what I'm assuming Joel would be thinking. Is he's thinking, well, 3 gold there, there's probably a burned men in hand.
Mm.
I'm not sure if Joel takes Jamie's military icon with Nymeria. I don't think Alex can win a military challenge because Davos is only strength 3, so he's not going to be able to get past the Palace Spearmen or Nymeria, even with stealth.
No, but I think if I was Alex, I'd probably make sure they were both still standing, and then Joel would probably only put one person into a military challenge, and I'd probably throw that Widow's Wail in then to try and keep characters on the board.
Yeah.
Because if Joel's running marched and one of those people, if he kills off Davos or Jamie, so see, Alex doesn't know anyone for the challenges, so he's sitting there to defend.
Yeah.
Which means it should be a bit easier for him. He's coming out.
Gonna jump in the Bastard Daughter. And
there you go, that'll be the claim, won't it? Okay, yeah. So he's done a military with Jamie, defended with Palace Spearman, and jumped in the Bastard Daughter for the claim.
If I was Joel, I would have been tempted to take Jamie's military icon, so he has to kneel someone to attack, if he wants to attack. And then you can attack with Nymeria or the Palace Spearman. Even if you attacked with both, let the military go unopposed if Alex attacked him. It's debatable.
Yeah.
I think...
But, in saying that, Joel's got that Tyr. Has he got any gold?
No, it doesn't look like he's got any gold.
When he initiates his intrigue challenge,
he'll get the money from Tyr.
He'll get the gold that he needs, won't he? So I'm guessing he'd take Jamie's...
The intrigue icon.
Yeah, it looks like what he's just done. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's focused on the Tyrs. I think if he'd pushed it and he'd been able to, if he'd played, if he hadn't defended the military challenge, let Alex get the unopposed, jump in the Bastard Daughter just to kill that off, he could then do a military challenge with Nymeria and the Spearman, get that military claim and get the intrigue claim. Alex's board would be cleared.
That's very, very true.
But,
because as you said, he could have jumped in the Bastard Daughter, defended the Bastard Daughter and killed her off, so it wasn't even unopposed then. Mm-hmm. And then on the comeback, he could have used Tyrion with the intrigue and Tyr's Jamie with that, and then Palace Spearman for the military challenge to get Davos off the board.
Well, they would have needed to use the Palace Spearman and Nymeria in the military first, because otherwise, if he did the intrigue and then the military, Alex would have just claimed Jamie, because Jamie would still be on the board and would have died anyway.
That's true, yeah.
So, moving into the next round, do we think we're going to see a marched here?
The deck Joel's running, it's got a lot of kill events, so marched is a feasible plot for him, isn't it? But then again, he may also be thinking that Alex now needs to really populate the board up. Maybe so he might try his naval out on this turn to try and hit his economy plot.
Yeah, I think the naval might be a better shout, actually, because looking at what they'd obviously traded Davos for a Palace Spearman, so that's not necessarily a particularly favourable trade for Joel. Yes, it clears Alex's board, but it does leave Joel losing just as much as Alex.
There we go. Naval. Straight into a filthy.
So Alex obviously suspected.
Alex there.
Alex obviously suspected that naval was coming this round because he was the dire position he's in, and he's going to use the filthy to try and solidify his board state by negatively impacting Charles. And we get Tyrion knelt there. So that's a really good call from Alex. Unfortunately, I think Joel made the right call. Playing that naval, what it in fact does is, while it may not have hit, it's forced Alex to play a 4 gold plot and not something like a trading. Yeah. So he's still kind of got an advantage there because he has limited Alex's economy.
Well, I was saying that. I mean, Alex got a Rose Road and
My
two
God.
King's Roads on the board. So,
Yeah. Just as I say that, he gets another King's Road out. So I don't think Alex is going to really hurt him for economy.
no, he has had a handful of economy from what I can tell. So, yeah, I don't
I
think
think
having to pay a filthy really hurt him too much.
think I can see a Mel. I think, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
dear, Neil train has started.
Just need Stannis now, right?
Hmm. I think that's almost the thing. The difficult thing with Stannis is you want him and you want him to apply the pressure, but you don't want him until you've got the opportunity to play a couple of Neil events or a couple of Neil things
Yeah.
at the same time. Because
Yeah.
the second you do that, they enter their challenge phase with a couple of characters knelt already. They realise they can only stand 2 characters at the end of the turn. So the second they do any challenges or defend anything, that's when they start to end up with a whole board knelt out with nothing standing. And we're seeing the Green Blood Trader again to play the Nymeria Duke.
Yeah.
And despite the pressure that Joel has been putting on, he's still sat there on 1 power to Alex's 3. So power-wise,
Yeah.
Alex is still doing better. Joel, I think, just took Davos's military icon there. Would be my assumption. And Alex is just going to push through a power challenge. I'm doing a support to the people. So obviously going to go look for his red keep, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be red keep surely at this point. Card draw. There you go. Yeah, card draw is really, really useful to have, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the problem I found with Barra is if you don't get your card draw off in the kind of early game, you set up, and then in the mid game you really kind of turn on the screws, kneel out their characters. But without that card draw in the late game, you just run out of tricks, and unfortunately, you can really struggle at that point.
Mm. Yeah, especially as a lot of the Barra cards tend to be events.
Yeah.
So, your event's played and then it's gone, whereas characters, they stay on the board hopefully a little bit longer.
Mm.
So, you can run out of cards quite quickly when you're playing Barra.
So Alex has still got that Widow's Wail in hand. He's sat there on a 5 power quite nicely. Joel is sat there on 0 power, but he's, as a Martel player, you kind of end up in that situation where you may have got rid of all their good characters, or in the process of getting rid of all their good characters, but it's only when you get into the late game that you actually start to just claw back any sort of power, which is why, as everyone can see, this game is going to be quite a long one. We'll just see if Alex can close it out before Joel gets a chance to just kill everything on his board. Oh, playing a paid off.
They are so annoying.
Absolutely. Joel going, yes, I will pay you. I have to pay you. So he needs Nymeria standing there. Getting that area hotel, which is quite nice. Don't want to see her. Him, sorry. Slip of the tongue, sorry. Unique joke. Whoops.
And what going on there?
Gonna do an intrigue challenge. And getting rid of the window as well.
Oh no. It's been holding that for ages.
There's
a nice 5 followers in there though for the start of the next turn, so that will get a good meal out again.
I think the other the other 2 cards I think are Davos and Fiery Followers, and they are not things you wanted to lose. What do we have? Dragonstone Faithful and something else. Joel very secretively over there hiding.
No, I can't quite see his cards.
Yeah. What do you think we're going to see from Joel this turn? Well,
again, Alex has got quite a small board. Something to do with control, probably. He doesn't really need the economy at the moment. He's got enough cards out on the board to make all his challenges. So
yeah, march to the wall.
Interesting.
Get rid of that Crescent.
Yeah, you know what? I thought he would have played that last turn if he was going to play it.
So did I, actually.
I didn't realise he even had it. I just assumed he didn't after that last plot.
I think he was hoping to hit with that naval. I don't think it was a bad call, but I think he was really banking on hitting with the naval. And obviously he was in a position where board state he was ahead, so he could take the hit to the economy that turn, just on the hope that he would hit Alex. I mean, he still managed to come out of that round with Alex has now already got one character on the board. Yes, that character is Mel, so it's not great.
Now, on this summons turn, I did talk to Alex about this, and he did tell me that he wasn't very happy with his choice in the end in what he took. So it looks like in that summons he's just taken the red cloaks, isn't he?
Yeah. I think there was a fiery...
Well, he said that he wished he'd taken Selyse.
Oh, okay.
I think he said? He said if he'd taken Selyse and maybe been able to do stuff later, with her giving intrigue icons and stuff like that. So I think...
I mean, having seen 2 tiers out of Joel already, you assume he's running Tyene, so obviously Tyene's probably might hit the board at some point, and if he gets Selyse out with Nymeria on the board, you kind of invalidate that Tyene-Nymeria combo, because you can give your characters as many intrigue icons as you need to, just to keep them alive. And obviously it's a reload trigger as well, so that's that kind of benefit as well. My imagining is Alex was at the time maybe thinking that he wanted a military icon, aside from Davos. But I don't know. I think it's a hard call. He's going to get their fiery followers kneel there.
Yeah.
Just about who he's going to kneel.
I'm saying that with the military. I mean, as we see, he had fiery followers in hand. So he did have a military, and he has that Davos. But maybe he just wanted a cheap military icon to throw on the board. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah,
I'm not sure about it. I think the Selyse probably does open up more options further on in the game. Protects him a bit more. And obviously marshalling those red cloaks.
Looks like saving 1 there.
It does, doesn't it? I wonder what that's going to be. We've got another Filthy, got a Noble and a Wildfire still to come from Alex. Probably thinking maybe play the Wildfire next turn after Joel maybe puts a bit more on the table. Getting another Greenblow Trader, so even more card draw. It's very nice as the Martel player. Because obviously you're so limited with draw as it is. Managing to see those Greenblow Traders, getting a double use out of one and then seeing another one really helps you in the game.
Yeah, they've both got quite good draw modules going on. I mean, Alex has obviously got the red keep. Joel's seen, as he said, like repeat. Oh, is that Gus?
Yeah, that's Gaston.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Mel's not going to be used on offence now. She's just
not
defending.
Yeah, I mean, Joel's had like 3 cards now off the Green Bloods.
Yeah.
Alex has had, I know he's got at least 2 from the red keep. I'm not sure if he got any the last turn. Was it last turn he played support?
Yeah, it was last turn he played support. I don't think he lost the power challenge on defence, so he did get the draw off it that turn as well.
Yeah, I certainly saw him nail it and draw 2, but I can't remember any times I saw him do it.
That red keep is obviously much more reliable draw. The Greenblood Traders, just having seen them though, really helps out a faction that is struggling for draw at the minute.
Not seeing many attachment control cards from Joel at the moment though.
No, I wonder if he's playing... I mean, I know in my Martel decks I quite like playing the Rattleshirts Raiders just because they're another 4-cost character that you can use. They're a good attachment control. Maybe he's running confinement? No, maybe he's running confiscation, sorry. But I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, because Alex doesn't have confiscation, does he? We've seen his plots, and I don't think we saw confiscation.
No, we didn't. He's obviously relying on Crescent.
Yeah. I mean, with the Martel deck, I mean, he's obviously got, the imprisoned card, condemned, attainted. Not seen anything like that at the moment.
No, I don't know whether he's running them in actual fact. I know a lot of the Martel Lion decks I've seen online run 2 imprisoned just to control military because they don't actually run that strong military characters, but I haven't, as you say, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, he's putting Mel in.
Oh. Tempting Joel to use that Gaston, obviously. Obviously, I suppose what Alex is thinking is if he Mel bounces back to hand, he's going to get to trigger it again. So if he marshals him again next round, he's going to get another kneel.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So bouncing Mel back to hand.
Is good.
Not the worst thing in the world. Getting an unopposed power challenge.
Doesn't look like he's triggering Gaston.
No, I think Joel's recognised that if he does bounce Mel, he's just going to get himself kneeled again. Alex, realising that he needed to use Mel in the power challenge because he couldn't win a power challenge on defence, so had to use her offensively to try and claim some power because he wasn't going to get the red keep draw no matter what he did this round.
Did we see what Nymeria took? Has she taken anything yet?
I haven't seen what she's taken yet.
Okay.
This is where the those little lovely icons that the Stoke guys bring to our tournaments become really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, they're quite nice little tokens actually. When we went up to the there was a Stoke tournament a month or so ago, I think. And as extra prize support, we got some of the little tokens with the military and the intrigue and the power. And they're actually really quite handy.
Yeah, they can be. They can be useful for keeping track of board state. There's been a little bit of controversy since the latest FAQ came out. Ali's there doing his King Bob impression. Oh, dear me.
What happened there?
Just the name of your king. So stop the military. Dear me. That's a good impression. Apparently he's also got a Maester Crescent impression that he does. So
oh right.
yeah, which I'm yet to see, unfortunately.
I think we decided because Alex came out afterwards and met us at the pub, and we decided that Alex was Maester Pycelle. I just didn't.
Oh dear. Doing an entry challenge with Nymeria. Oh dear me.
Ow!
That's another tears. Jesus, that's just unpleasant.
Well, I guess at least you know there's no more.
Unfortunately, that's Mel gone. Oh dear. So,
why we Gaston?
Alex is now in serious trouble.
Mm.
I'm slightly worried that this game that may have just finished this game off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that would explain why Joel didn't do the Gaston, because he's just going to kill her instead. Having seen all three tiers, though, is considering he didn't see any in the previous game, is very nice.
Mm. I guess now would be a good time for him to wildfire. I mean, he's only got 3 characters on the board anyway.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, all you're going to do is you're going to kill the Green Blood Trader and the Desert Scavenger, so you're not going to kill anything too impactful. But he's going to still limit Joel's board, hopefully he doesn't have too much more in hand. Maybe he can just do a military challenge and kill something more impactful that way. Wildfire, yeah. And it not mattering about the wildfire because Joel's still going to get just 3. And Joel's going to go first. Getting a dupe on Tyrion. Very nicely. 6 gold to spend. What are we going to see come out? Are we going to see a tie-in? Ooh, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Well, he's going for it.
On 5. What are we going to see for 5? Oh. Ariane, maybe?
Yeah. Looks like it's going 5. Oh, he's debating it, isn't he? He must have someone else in hand. Yeah, Ariane.
And obviously going to save that gold.
For his 4th tier release.
Yeah, that would be why he's seen so many.
Yeah. You'll have 6 in the deck, right?
Yeah, why not? Well, if you're Aaron Glazer, you run 6 put to the sword.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh dear me. I suppose that if you run 3 Titan, you've effectively got unlimited tiers anyway, so wouldn't really matter.
Not sure there's many characters left worth teasing, to be honest.
No, and I think that's the turn when Alex, probably reflecting on it, should have got that Selyse earlier rather than getting the red cloaks. Because if he'd got that Selyse the turn before, he would have been able to give Mel back her intrigue icon and would have sent Mel.
Yeah.
And then would have got a kneel off it as well. So it's it's a bit of a hard situation for him. Looking back on it, your vision's 2020, but at the time you can only do what you think is best.
Although, I mean, Alex has got a 9-2 lead at the moment, which is quite nice, but I guess just with the cards on the board, it's a good chance Joel's going to pull it back now.
Yeah, I mean, that Davos might allow him, if he using that stealth, to potentially win enough power challenges that he might be able to win. But Joel recognising this and stealing power icons off Davos with Nymeria just to push through some power challenges. I think at this point, unless Alex gets out King Bob or Stannis, I think Joel's just going to put the pressure on the power challenges now.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Alex to get across any significant challenges.
But, I mean, having said that, obviously we haven't seen Stannis and we haven't seen Bob. So Alex has still got some big characters he could get out that could let him close out the game.
Well, he's used his summons. They're on plot 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you can last out until the plots, reset themselves, maybe you can use that summons again and try and get out a bit more of a significant character.
Just getting rid of you.
He could use that last one, couldn't he?
Yeah. So that's a card that he doesn't really mind that he lost there.
Good thing about dead characters in hand is at least it's intrigue claim soak.
Yeah, that's not too bad. So Joel on 3, Alex sat there on 8. I mean, even if he doesn't use his summons to go get Stannis or Bob, you've got to imagine that he's got to naturally draw into them at some point soon. Because he's got some draw through the Red Keep. He's managed to kind of draw through a good significant portion of his deck. You'd expect him to see them soon.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but I think he's only actually managed to get the Red Keep off once in this game. From what I've noticed.
Well, see, I thought I saw 2 triggers, but maybe you're right. Yeah, I think because he's
icons doesn't help.
Without those big characters, you do struggle to not lose power challenges.
Mm.
Sorry.
Yeah, Joel's going to win Dom, isn't he? Basically, whatever Alex does now.
Yeah, because he's got that gold. There's not much that Alex can really do about it. Joel is going to put Davos back in hand. Oh, and your vengeance. So that's really nice use of Gaston Grey, stopping Alex from using the Davos as claim. So he has to actually kill a character rather than just bouncing Davos back to hand.
Oh, it's a Selyse on the end. Couldn't see because of the glare before.
Yeah. Sorry, with followers standing, realising they're going to stand for Dom. Alex is going to do, and looks like an intrigue challenge to fiery followers. Just because he realised there was no way he could stop Joel from winning Dom anyway.
Mm.
So, Alex terrified that there might be another vengeance there and he'd lose cards out sand as well. But obviously Joel went on defence, so there's no way he can play that. So at this point, Joel is a long way from winning.
Mm.
He's playing that confiscation that we wondered whether he had or not. Joel is a long way off winning. Alex is not. Obviously, he sat there on 9 power. Unfortunately, his board position is at a place where I don't think there's much he can do. I think once the plots cycle round and we go back to the original plots, all Joel really has to do is play his first snow again, and then that's going to be what's really pushes him over the edge. So, that is definitely Stannis. I can see Stannis.
Yeah.
Alex's hand this
time. Finally found him.
Unfortunately,
a little too late, right?
Yeah, a little bit too late. If you can see a Stannis and maybe like a Lightbringer or something, that might be enough to help him come back through. I mean, use that Stannis on defense, stop yourself from losing a power ike challenge potentially. Obviously, Nymeria is going to take the power ike on. Try not to lose a power challenge, get some draw. Might get him back into the game, but...
Mm-hmm. He's got a bit of claim soak there as well with that Chud, so...
Yeah.
He's got a bit of protection in that. There we go, he comes out.
Getting the Stannis out. I'm just listening to Alex here, and he sounds very deflated.
I can't hear them talking.
No, does not sound happy, unfortunately. At this point, I'm not sure. I don't think I'd mind Alex maybe just passing challenges, playing defensively here. I don't think it's... I mean...
I think as I was saying earlier, the problem with Alex holding out for too long is Joel does have that first snow.
Yeah.
And this is currently their 6th block. So, I mean, he doesn't need to wait too long before you can, flip the first snow again and just send all of Alex's cards back to hand.
And as I say that, he's got a Lightbringer on Stannis. So that's the thing that makes him go more offensive with Stannis. Because if you can win the challenge, then you can just stand him back up again. So actually, Fiery Followers and Stannis on the board. He's not in a bad situation now. He's got 2 characters that can do an attack and then stand back up before dominance. So he's going to allow himself to stand up multiple characters this turn. Joel just has to make sure he doesn't get himself Stannis locked and just keep pushing through power challenges, I think. Yeah, taking Stannis' power icon so that Alex doesn't get the red keep off, I think.
Yeah, it's a good choice. Alex doesn't have any gold left, does he? But Joel's got 4, which is slightly concerning.
Yeah.
Should be a Lion Banner.
Yeah, that Lion Banner, it's...
That's Hound territory, isn't it?
Yeah.
However, he should... so he's going in with the military, isn't he, with Stannis? Thinking he's going to win, get renowned and re-stand him, but... then come out. Okay, not the Hound then. Spending the 6, meaning Stannis doesn't get the renown and doesn't get to re-stand.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, seeing that roll with that Lion Banner, something's going to be coming out, but you've got to try and tempt it out. It does mean that Alex isn't going to get a military challenge off against Alex, but it does not getting Stannis to stand is going to be quite hurtful.
Well, the thing is if Joel does have the Hound in hand, if it does an intrigue challenge, gets that 2 gold, you can still afford to put the Hound out.
Yeah.
Just can't see what's in Joel's hand at all.
Yeah. It's just about how many tricks he has.
Well, Martel line, you'd think he's got a few.
And I mean, even if he doesn't actually even need that... I was going to say, he doesn't actually need the gold. He can just use Arianne to bounce the Hound in. Oh, but it's just a House Dane Knight. Just so we can get a military challenge off. Now, seeing that military challenge first does make me wonder why he's doing it that way around. Is there something he wants to do? Because he could have used Arianne in the intrigue challenge and then bounced him out. Oh, Alex killed the Fiery Followers there.
Interesting. Maybe he needs to reduce it for next turn.
Yeah, maybe
something.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe there's something in his hand we haven't seen. Obviously trying to hold on to that Selyse in case this Tyene comes out. But that Fiery Followers, that stand from the Fiery Followers is, I'd say, quite important at this point.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, the only...
probably doesn't want to lose the power icon off Selyse. He probably wants to hold on to that power icon.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is if he does have a bob in hand, for example, his last plot is another filthy, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, and yeah,
So
yes, you're
he'd
right.
want the gold from the Rose Road, the reduced kneeling location, plus the little reduced character as well. I forget the name, sorry. And
Oh
that would be the
dear.
7, wouldn't it? Did he have Bob? Can you see?
No, he played Confiscation, so he's lost his own
Oh, I thought it was a...
Lightbringer.
Oh no!
Yeah, so he's lost his own Lightbringer. That's unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate.
Looked like a filthy earlier, didn't it?
It did, yeah. No, I thought there was another Filthy. And normally, I mean, quite a lot. Often, the Barra players run 2 Filthy, but I think 1 Filthy is probably the right choice.
So just now we've seen all 7 of Joel's plots. He's pretty mean with them. He's got First Snow, Naval, Marched, and Wildfire in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of resets.
Reset and blocks.
Alex just commenting on how much Davos has saved his life. He's managed to claim him so many times and just keep recycling him. I think he, having not drawn into some of the characters he wanted, I think that being able to use that Davos's claim has really helped. And just getting something else out of some claim. Joel still really hasn't seen any in-house reducers, hasn't seen any Rose Roads. He's literally just survived this game playing with a couple of King's Roads. And it's been quite impressive what he's done with it.
Ariane's good like that though. You just need to play Ariane out and you can get a free character out each turn. Get your 2 challenges out with her.
Yeah. I think the difficulty though with Ariane is if you don't see the economy, it's hard to pay for a 5-cost character again and again and again. I think he's managed to play quite efficiently with what he's got. It's done quite well for him. Showing off the card we already know is in there. Oh, another Gaston. So that does put Alex in a difficult position there. And Joel just holding on to 2 gold there. Joel's managed to get himself up to 7 power. Alex is going to play a Scene in Flames just to make sure that Joel doesn't have any tricks in his hand with that 2 gold. No? Cancelled it?
I was going to say, there's no hand judgment there.
No. Just obviously chose not to play it? No, I think he chose not to play it.
Oh, interesting.
I have to ask him why he chose not to play it there. I think with that 2 gold sitting there, you maybe got to wonder if there's a Vengeance Feralier in his hand. Joel carry on pushing those power challenges, going to take Stannis' power icon.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't look. Definitely have to ask him about that later.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, the Scene in Flames hasn't gone to his discard pile, so I think he just put it back in his hand. So I think he just decided maybe not to play it. Changed his mind. I'm not sure why, though. He does have that 1 gold sitting there. Maybe he wants to do something else with it?
Yeah, there's not that many things he could do with it, unless he's got a Tears, but... I mean, who would he Tears?
Well, if with Nymeria having taken a power icon, maybe Nymeria, but she's... Yeah.
I mean, she's duped, so...
It's not going to make a huge amount of difference, exactly, so...
And because Joel isn't the first player, that Palace Simon's got an intrigue icon anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, so I don't know what his thought process was.
Mm. Unless he's saving it for Salisa's reaction.
Oh, maybe just in case. But then obviously if he's oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe just to protect his hand or something.
Maybe, yeah. Haven't seen what's in his hand recently.
No. Not some Joel's or game.
No.
No, it looks like Joel's debating something again.
It does. Oh, nightmares.
Nightmares.
Who is he nightmares? Oh, was he nightmares Davos?
I don't know, I can't hear him.
I'm quite a fan myself of when I play the nightmares, just then putting it on the character or the location that I want to try and blank.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, if nothing else. Defending that power challenge with Tyrion so that he wins it. So the red keep's obviously going to add 2 to his defence. He's got the Bastard hiding and he's got Selyse. So he's got 6 on defence for power. So if Joel wants to win a power challenge...
Didn't he win the power challenge though on the attack? If that was a power with Davos, the red keep would have given +2, so it would have been 5.
Oh no, you're right, you should have done. Oh, sorry. So yes, he used nightmares on the red keep and then defended with Tyrion so that he would win.
There you go.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
So now,
I think he probably should have played that scene in Flames earlier. He could have potentially got rid of Joel going, have a look, this is the one you want to get rid of, and here's everything else. Yeah, Alex absolutely opting to get rid of Tyene. Got to get rid of her with Stannis on the board there.
I was trying to tell what the other cards were then. Oh,
there
was
was
Vengeance as well, wasn't there?
There was a Vengeance as well. So got to be aware of that and play around that. I think Alex is probably only going to try and do power challenge moving forwards, unless he can get unopposed somehow. Because Joel has nightmares that red keep, does mean he's going to get through a power challenge with just the Nymeria if he wants to. So he's just going to do that power first with Nymeria. This is an absolutely grueling game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slog, isn't it?
I think this is Martel's current problem. If you're not running the kind of lose tech, running the bone way and stuff, you end up in a situation where you can absolutely have board dominance, you can control the game really, really effectively, but you could really struggle to kind of close it. You can really struggle without just kind of winning a power challenge every single turn. Like, it just becomes a real slog of a game.
And the problem they've both got is neither of them have got any renowned characters at the moment.
No.
And I think renowned characters can be really underestimated. I mean, getting renown on one character and just building it up over the course of the game really does help to, close the game out a lot quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. Both on 8 power now. So they're tiring now. Joel has been able to claw himself back up there, has been able to stop Alex from winning power challenges while winning them himself through various tricks and triggers. But
would you reckon first no?
My imagining is it's got to be first no.
Yeah, because Alex would be down to just
Davos.
a 2, wouldn't it?
Davos and Stannis.
Davos and Stannis, yeah. And it won't affect Joel in the slightest in this turn.
No.
He doesn't even need to worry about claim soak and stuff because he's got those dupes.
Yeah. My imagining is that's what he'll do. Having seen his plot deck now, I don't think there's anything else that he really wants to play right now, unless No, I don't think there's anything else he'll play.
Mm. Unless it's Wildfire. Joel's got Wild. I mean, he's already played it,
He's
hasn't he? So
played it. He played it as
yeah.
his last plot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably say First Snow then with that one. The only thing with First Snow for him is it only gives him 3 gold, and he obviously doesn't have any economy at the moment. So he wouldn't be able to.
Oh,
Okay, right, calling.
falling. Obviously got something in his hand he wants to get out.
Yeah.
Maybe gets Alex back to playing as filthy again. Gonna kneel out that Tyrion so he doesn't have the stealth. So unless Joel gets something big out this turn, I think Alex is in a position where he might not lose a power challenge.
Mm.
Obviously, he's still got to play around that Gaston Grey.
He's got to worry about Nymeria taking those power icons as well. So
Yeah. I mean, my imagining is Nymeria is probably yet again, like they've left the tokens there, but I'm imagining she's probably just going to take Stannis' power icon again.
yeah.
But that does mean that Alex can push through a power challenge with Davos.
Alex is stuck on 8 power for about the last 2 rounds, isn't he?
Longer than that, I think. He's just slowly stolen little bits and taking little bits. And guys, just wanted to say sorry for the little jump in the video there. I had to change the battery in the camera, so I asked the guys to just pause the game for a minute. So that was why there was that little jump there. I had to stitch them together a bit awkwardly. But
Nice.
getting another Lightbringer. That's it. That's exactly what he wants. That gives him the renown there. Gets him to stand.
What's that attachment?
I'm not sure. Is it paid off again? It's an interesting way. I don't know why he would have played it now.
I'm not sure.
Oh, unfortunately, couldn't see that. Sorry, guys. We'll have to wait and see if we can figure it out when they play it out in challenges.
The writing on the bottom looks quite short, so
It could be paid off.
yeah.
Not sure why Alex would have played it then rather than trying to... I suppose there's not really any way he can win an intrigue challenge. He's got the Brothel Madam, but and Selyse, but he's probably unlikely to win an intrigue challenge. I mean, he's knelt out Tyrion, so it's not impossible. Getting out Arianne yet again.
Yeah, that Ariane's always nice to have out.
Yeah, going to be jumping in and out a bit. Dear me.
Definitely not going to win an intrigue challenge, though, is he?
No, not with Arianne now. With Joel going second, you've got the Palace Spearman and the Arianne. There's, even if Alex uses Selyse and the Brothel Madam, it's probably not going to win. I mean, unless Joel over-defended.
Unless he gives Davos an intrigue icon using Selyse's ability.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good shout. He could use that to stealth out. My imagining is, though, that Alex is just going to try and push through power challenges using Davos' stealth that way. The paid off isn't going to do a huge amount because Joel has got that 3 gold sat there. And he's going to take Stannis' power yet again. So, I mean, the way I'm looking at this game at the minute, because Joel has been able to just creep himself back up, I think getting that Stannis onto the table has really put Alex in a better position. But I think it is maybe just a matter of time until Joel can win this game. If you can play that first snow maybe next turn, he's going to be in a position to get really close to closing out this game.
Yeah, because again, all the characters that Joel's got on his side are not going to be affected by first snow,
No.
whereas Alex is going to be left with 2 characters.
Mm.
So, yeah, first snow is definitely imminent, I'd say.
Just calculating what you can do.
The only problem with Baratheon and Stannis is if you don't have that extra kneel and that extra stand, Stannis can hurt you just as much as it hurts your opponent. I mean, if you look at Alex's board, he doesn't have fiery followers, for example. You know, he's not a Targ runner, so he's not got Illyrio to pay and stand people up. No. So, you know, it does make it that more difficult.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think if with that Stannis, you really need, as I mean, he's now got Lightbringer, but you really, really need to have the fiery followers, just because that gives you that extra bit of stand to really make that Stannis lock more effective. Yeah, going to Gaston him back to Habt. So Alex obviously probably realising this was going to happen and just trying to force it out anyway. Letting that military challenge go unopposed though. So Alex doesn't get the renown. I think Alex, having lost that Stannis, now makes first snow even more tempting because Alex is just going to be left with Davos. There's not going to be a huge amount to do about it.
Yeah, that's well played by Joel actually.
I think, I mean, obviously the other option is having bounced that Stannis back to hand. He might think that Alex might try and get him back out next turn. So he might play a Noble Cause or something. And that would mean that Joel could hit with his naval, because obviously he's got his naval back yet again. Doing the entry challenge. Oh, and getting a dead Tyrion. Obviously 3 cards there. There was a dead Tyrion, a Stannis, and a Lightbringer. Joel hit the one thing that Alex didn't care about. So that's unfortunate for Joel there.
Opposite of Daisy, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Daisy just seems to take every card that you want to keep.
Exactly. Getting him on to commentate on the final of the last Stored game. Just the number of times he just gets the perfect pull out of your hand, or he draws the perfect card. It's absolutely insane. It's blessed by some witch doctor somewhere or something.
Although Alex managed to scrape back a power that turn.
Yep, he's on 9. Oh my god! Woo! Go, Alex, go! But unfortunately, I think this might be the first snow turn.
Yeah, it's got to be surely.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Alex may be expecting the naval, so he's gone for a safe plot to play with that one.
Yeah, I think the Calm over Westeros gives him the versatility of if he, naming power just to prevent Joel from getting too much power this turn. Joel is going to be able to force through the military, kill Davos, and get the other two unopposed. So, Alex probably still able to get Stannis out though. Yeah, because of the fiery followers and the reducing location, and he's still got 2 gold in the hand, so he can play the Lightbringer. So straight back out again. And I think this is the advantage of seeing your economy in a game. Just by seeing that economy does mean that. In those later rounds, you've got so many more options. Yeah.
One thing that Joel said to me was, no matter how many times he was killing off Alex's characters, Alex just kept repopulating the board. Yeah. Joel said it was really hard to keep on top of Alex's, character flood. So.
Yeah, and I think that's the difficulty because Alex is not only because he's seen economy, but because he's seen economy and Davos has meant it's really hard to apply too much military pressure to him because he's just been able to keep replaying Davos. I mean, Davos should have died about 4 or 5 times this game. But as I say, that economy just makes all the difference. Has really kept Alex in this game, and I think it's only through. Seeing some really excellent control pieces and some good play that Joel's been able to just continue creeping back. Alex is Joel. Sorry, is going to
too. Yeah, he's not having a lot of luck with keeping characters on the board this game, is he, Alex?
No. Joel literally having to return nothing to his hand, so not a bad situation for him. Doing a military challenge with Stannis, obviously because he hasn't got a power icon.
So does Joel have another burned men? What do we think?
I don't think he's got another one. My imagining sat on 3 gold. Could have a hound after he does an intrigue challenge, but I don't think he's got anything to help him in this challenge. I think he might just have to lose this. Oh no, he's just going to defend it. I mean, interesting way to defend it. I don't know if that's the right call, because if he does them... Oh no, well, Stannis is obviously going to stand, so he wouldn't be able to get through his own military challenge.
Oh no!
Oh!
Look at Alex!
Oh my god, Alex, I'm so sorry. Alex almost forgetting that Davos goes to hand.
You would though in that situation, wouldn't you?
That's just traumatic. Alex, I'm going to do a power challenge with Nymeria. Oh no! And Joel's got his marched. Joel can march next turn.
Oh my gosh. Unless he has a military character in hand at all that he can bounce with Arianne. Or will he even need to do that? I mean,
I don't even know if it would.
There you go. Military character? Yeah.
Oh, and a burned man. Oh.
Oh dear.
And shake. I think having that Palestinian with the burned men to do another military claim oh my god. That was, I think I have to say, that was some excellent play there by Joel. A lot of people would have been tempted to play out that burned men to defend the challenge, but playing the Red Vengeance Aurelia, really just turned the screws on in that first no turn, and there was nothing Alex could do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a shame because Alex did see that Joel had the Vengeance Aurelia in a couple of turns back, didn't he?
Yeah, it's just
he must have forgotten that it was in hand.
Yeah, I think this is where that memory comes into this game so much. Is just remembering those cards are there and remembering that you've seen them. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us again in the Citadel. That was the final round of our latest store tournament. The next set of videos that I'm going to be bringing you will be from the Reading Regional. So join us next week to see them. And say goodbye, Rebecca.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you next Tuesday.